some stuff out of the way. Bruno had some toys up here. All right, let me see. The channel pulled up. See if anybody's watching. All right, there's Tim. I guess Tim must be finished eating dinner. There's Jordan. How's it going there, Jordan? There's Joe Man. There's my buddy Carl. Good deal. I got a few people on here tonight. There's Josh. Dessert time. All right, let me see here. The camera is set up. Let me see, it might be too bright here. No, leave that on. All right. Australia. Come over anytime there, Jordan. Give me a yell there one day, buddy. But bring your tools. I may put you to work. Okay. Oklahoma. All kinds of people watching. Good deal. Killinger. Yeah, Killinger was kind of spur of the moment there. I didn't even really plan on it, but I thought I'd give a reminder about the Paul Bunyan show this weekend in case people didn't see that the other day. This microphone, just a little, or video camera rather. There we go. Actually, Jordan, I was talking about you the other day. I was at the range with your godfather there a few days ago. Let me see here. There's Randy in Texas. Good deal. Got Carl, all kinds of people watching tonight. So if you guys didn't see it in the video the other day, I'm going to be at the Paul Bunyan show this weekend up in Ohio. So come by and check it out if you're close to that location. I'll be at the Woodmiser tent on Saturday and Sunday. I won't be there Friday, just Saturday and Sunday. All right, Bob Green has officially been blocked from the channel. Hide user from channel. I don't talk about money on here and nothing like that. And I've never been given anything for free, just to throw that out there as well. So I don't know anybody on YouTube that gets anything for free. If you don't do work and content for stuff, then you don't get anything. So nothing's for free. So Bob Green has been kicked out of the ball game. He's been ejected. Let me see here. Enjoy David Finch. Reminder, Paul Bunyan show. Eastern Central Ohio. There's my buddy Jeremy. I've been telling people Southern Ohio is actually Eastern Southern Ohio. So good deal. Barry. Hey, there's my buddy Barry right there. He's not late tonight. Well, good deal. All right. So when I block people on here, they can still type their comments and they'll see them, but nobody else will. So they're kind of wasting their time at that point. I don't block a lot of people on this channel either. But if you get on here asking about money and kind of badgering the same questions over and over again, Killinger, he's one of the moderators. He'll block you or I will one. So you got time for that stuff. All right, so looking at an LT15Y, can you talk me into an LT35? There's Indiana Doug. I can very easily talk you into a bigger mill than the 15 if you can afford it, and the key word is hydraulics. Man, they're nice to have. Hydraulics are so nice to have. My first sawmill was an LT28. I had it for 2 weeks. I took it back to Wood-Mizer and I got the LT35. And if you can afford it, man, get a hydraulic sawmill. You'll be a lot happier if you can afford it. Not everybody can afford it, but if you can, get a hydraulic. It's even if it's a hobby, it makes it a lot funner hobby. Put it that way. All right. I can't. What hydraulics can you live without? None of them actually. For me, that is. Gotta have hydraulics, guys. Got to have them. Hi from Montana. Good deal. No banjo picking? No, I'm not picked up my banjo in a month. I need to fool with it there one day. I think Josh has an LT28 down in Georgia. And that's one thing people do regret in sawmills is not going bigger. And that's the same thing with tractors. I made that mistake in the past, getting too small of a tractor and trading it a year later and losing all that money and getting a bigger one. So if you can get bigger, you're better off. You're a whole lot bigger. There's my buddy Joe Main right there in South Georgia. Root balls? No, I sure don't. There's Dave down in South Carolina. Good deal. Got a few people on here. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have manual sawmills. There's nothing wrong with them, but I tell you, the hydraulics are the way to go. I'm telling you. And right there's Carl. Amen on the tractor size, no doubt about that. Uh, I had a small tractor, gosh, years ago. It was a 32 horsepower when I first started sawmilling. Sold that thing less than a year later. They say buy once, cry once, and with tractors, it's the same way. If you think if you think you need a 45 horsepower tractor, buy the 55. Go higher than what you think you need, and you'll be glad you did, because it's hard to make up for that, especially with sawmills. If you think you want a hydraulic sawmill and you want a 35, well, maybe buy a 40, maybe go a little bit up if you can. I don't like spending your all's money for you, but if you can, go bigger. I've made a lot of costly mistakes in my life buying equipment that was either too small or not powerful enough for what I wanted to do, and you actually lose money in the long run doing it that way. I did, rather. Sawdust and scrap wood, we burn it. A dog in my future. We have a dog. She's a pit bull. She stays in the house. Let me see here. Suspenders came from Killinger. He's he's one of our moderators on here, and he's actually I don't know if he's on here tonight or not. He doesn't make those anymore. He used to make them. I think they were about $120 a pair, and people wouldn't buy them. They would be interested in them. Now I pulled them in that direction, and they would complain about the price of them. But they're handmade suspenders that will last you a lifetime. I bought 2 pairs from him. But hopefully he'll start making those again one day. They're really nice. Old Buck and Billy Ray, if you watch him, he has the same ones. All right, there's Ashes up in Abingdon. There's Roger Bishop in Virginia. Well, good deal. Got a lot of people watching here tonight. Yeah, Dave, the 35, you could probably say that was my starter mill. I had that for about, gosh, 8 years. I ran that for about 8 years. That was a good meal. You see, 120. It is reasonable for. I mean, they're handmade leather suspenders, and they're so nice. But it's hard to sell handmade stuff nowadays and get what you put into it. When people can go buy something cheaper on Amazon, it's harder to get people to buy it. Favorite wood to mill is walnut. I got walnut here. What's that name? Wayne. I got walnut here, Wayne. I just haven't sawed it yet. Bruce, that depends on where you live and what market you got going on. I can't really answer those questions right there. Some people do better with 4/4, some people 9/4. Depends on the market that you live in. There's Richard in West Tennessee. Good deal. Got a decent amount of people watching here. Not too bad. It freezes up on me. It never fails. It goes pretty good, then YouTube freezes up my screen. I can't see nothing. Let me see here. The new kiln is really good. I'm getting ready to fire that kiln up probably Sunday when I get back. I got about 1,200 board feet of walnut to dry. We loaded it the other day. Man, I'm having all kinds of trouble here. It seems like this YouTube Live, it just gets harder and harder to operate it. Every time I do it, it's like they change stuff on the screen here, and I don't get I just can't see nothing. It's really aggravating. Makes you not want to do these, to be honest with you. Ovals, no. Hardest part of sawmilling is the hardest part of sawmilling. That's a good question. I'll think about that for a minute. There's John in West Virginia. A watermelon? I don't know, man. Shoot. There's freaking Jeep asking about me sawing a watermelon. I guess I'll do my best Gallagher impression and put a watermelon on the 70 one day. Oh, Bruno's decorations are all in this house. You just don't see them right now. Ron, not really. I pretty much got to saw everything I want to. Bots Elder, yes, we got about 8 or 9 videos probably on Bots Elder. The new controls, Jordan, are extremely different from the other sawmills, but I'm getting faster on it. And man, that thing is so fast. Everything's faster. And once I get really proficient on it, I guess it'll be a lot more muscle memory to me. I guess is a better word for it. But I actually like them better, actually. I wasn't sure if I would like them better than the old controls, but I really like these new ones. They're nice. Pitching up my 40 in October in South Carolina. Good deal. Best advice for starting a portable sawmill business? I don't know. I never did portable sawmilling. I did it for a few friends when I first started sawing, but I never did it as a business. So I would not be your best information source right there. But if you go over to the Forestry Forum and sign up, there's tons of guys over there doing that. There is an autopilot actually when you go forward there, Jordan. There actually is. You can set the governor and just hit it forward and autopilot straight forward. I've not done that yet, so it does have autopilot on it. There's Caroline. There is Caroline there over in Europe. She always checks in with us here. Greg, I do. I've got 9 walnut slabs up there right now that people are trying to buy, and I just hate to let go. Hate to let them go. Man, YouTube, I tell you what, it just keeps on freezing up. See, what's aggravating is you can't do these lives on. I got a iMac Pro here. You can't do your lives on this computer because the microphone won't come through for some reason. So I have to run my phone above my computer that I'm always looking down and looking up, and it's just. Oh, then YouTube freezes up my screen here and I don't see nothing. I just don't see nothing. Guys, there's the first super chat of the night. Ronnie Jones. Glad to see you tonight. I have 4 loads of oak and cherry today. I'll be set when I'm able to start sawing again. Thank you for all the knowledge. Ronnie has had some bad luck lately, but he's back on his feet, and I'm really glad to see that. Hopefully he'll be sawing sooner than later. So thank you very much there, Ronnie, and hopefully you got that shirt I sent you down there. I think you did get it, though. I sent you a t-shirt there a few weeks ago. Okay. That froze up again. I'll tell you what. The best blade for chestnut oak, I run diesel on everything. Everything, I run diesel. Everybody's got their own preference on their blade lubrication, but I run diesel for anything anymore. It works good on everything. Let me see here. I think I'm caught up now. This thing gets stuck. It gets stopped on here. I can't see nothing. 461 at the bar, chainsaw milling. That's a good. Hey, 461 is my favorite chainsaw. I run a 461 with a 36-inch bar, and my goodness, the Northern Viking has returned. There's James, mother moderator. Good deal. We got James in here up in Ohio. He's going to be at the Paul Bunyan show sometime this weekend with us. There's the Northern Viking, and I've not seen him on our lives here in a while. Of course, I'm sure he's busy up there working, but man, $100 super chat. He still has the record for the biggest super chat here on the channel. And guys, he has done that about probably 5 times, I bet. Man alive, I tell you what. He buys our shirts. You talked about a guy that supports us here in the channel. That is awesome right there. We really appreciate that. Because I tell you guys, the super chat money, this Patreon money, it all goes toward buying all these things right here that you guys don't see. All these cameras that don't last no time because they get full of sawdust. I have to buy. This is like $800 right here. And people like him who send these super chats through, man, you know, those are awesome because it helps keep this channel going. Because this camera equipment, guys, it's so expensive and it doesn't last. It's like a cell phone. It lasts for like a year. It just goes bad. You turn it on one day, it's dead. Never fails. But man, he's awesome. I tell you what, that is awesome. Thank you very much, everybody. I really appreciate that. And now, after Ronnie and the Northern Viking there sent us some good vibes, my computer is, man, I'll tell you what. It's not the computer. This is a MacBook Pro. It's the darn YouTube here, I tell you. All right, there's Pulaski, Tennessee. How many drops per minute? I have no idea. I just cut my sawmill down to the lowest setting for lubrication where it just barely puts diesel out. You'll have to do that on your own as far as seeing what works for you. But drops per minute, I have no idea. I just sit on I have the lube miser on my mill, so I put on the lowest setting and I just go from there. So good deal. There's Caden's Outdoor Life. I missed him earlier. There's Fred. I gotta refresh this screen again, guys. I tell you. Never fails. Nothing comes through here. Now I'm getting, what's that saying there? I think Charlie said something. I can see it on the phone or my camera, but okay, here we go. Charlie, we're good to go there, buddy. We're good to go. I need to call you, Charlie. I will call you this week, man. I meant to holler at you. Exotic woods? Probably not. I can't get nothing around here as far as odd stuff. I'd like to get some cypress. I think cypress would be pretty good. Do I do any hand woodworking? Yeah, we used to build farm tables here by hand with hand tools, and we got all kinds of videos on that about 5 years ago. All right, there's Chris. Thanks for the advice. I appreciate it. Well, Chris, you're very welcome there, buddy. I really appreciate the super chat, bud. All right, let me see here. There's Charlie and Sarah. Okay, Caden, the 574 is awesome. I did an Instagram video today showing off the transmission kind of on the 574, and I've had that tractor now for a year, and it's awesome. And my favorite feature about the tractor, other than the cab is great, is the hydrostatic transmission. Hydro transmission is just really good for moving around lumber and logs. You can't beat it. David Finch, another super chat. Man, you guys are really wearing it out tonight. This is awesome. Thanks for the videos and advice. Mr. David Finch, well, thank you very much there, buddy. And thanks again to Chris there for the other super chat. You started something there in Northern Viking. I tell you what, there, bud. You threw that out there, and everybody's kind of followed behind you. Really appreciate that. The quilts? No, she didn't sell them. She kept them actually. One of them was for my son, and the other one I kind of liked, so we kept them. But man, she can sew. She makes some pretty stuff. There's TYM Customs there. I need to yell at you there, bud. I'm not sure if what we talked about earlier, if I can order that yet or not. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on what we were talking about earlier. There's Kevin in Australia. Hope you're doing good down there, Kevin. Let's see here. I tell you what, if YouTube would, carbide blades, I have never used a carbide blade on a sawmill. I've used either silver tips, which is what I use now, I get from Joe, or the old double hards. I've never used carbides before. Keith in Ohio, there's Jer K, is that right, in Ohio? Mike, and I'll tell you what, soon, my friend, hopefully by this weekend. Well, good deal, good deal. How long do you think it would take to pay your meal with your business? I mean, I'm not sure how to even answer that. Doesn't really matter on my end. I mean, are you trying to figure out if you can buy a sawmill and pay for it? Because it really doesn't matter how fast I can pay for something. Depends on where you are and what market you're in and what you're sawing. Never compare yourself to somebody else. You know, if somebody has something you want, some equipment or something, don't say how long did it take you to pay for that, because you may have a lot better work ethic than them and a better market to sell your lumber to, you know, it wouldn't really matter. So let me see here. Charlie and Charlie laughing over there. It's lots of cypress in Florida. Yeah, my buddy Jake gets cypress all the time. That was the greatest advice I've ever heard a YouTube giver. Well, it's the truth. It is. People ask all the time. You know. Jim Curley Jr. with the super chat there. Thank you very much, Jim. That's awesome. Really appreciate that. Do I mill full time? Yes, we sure do. We sure do, Mr. James. We saw full time. Where can we buy your slabs or cuts? Well, I've not sold a lot of slabs here in the past few months, but I need to. I need to start selling online and like shipping stuff out. I need to eventually do that. Just haven't done that yet. Okay, John, I think you can put the laser on a 40, because my 40 had on the operator controls had a place for the laser. Okay, John, I'm losing track here, John. Are you the guy that's waiting on a 40 or gonna pick it up in October? Because these chats here just kind of blend together. Let me know there, John. Sugar maple and black walnut up in Michigan. I like sugar maple. Good stuff. I got some sugar maple I need to saw, actually. I got like 1,000 feet I need to saw. I got to get that sawed. It's been on the ground for 9 months. If I could get Charlie over here to help me saw for a few days, I'd catch up. I got so much here to saw. Okay. Okay, John, on your control station, is there a place like a knockout for a knob for the laser? Because my 40 had that. It had a place for it, but I didn't have the laser. And also, what year's your 40? All right. How does your regen work on the 574? Okay, my 574 has 120 hours, and I have yet to do one regen on it. Not even one. I guess it's because I run at higher RPMs. And if you know these newer engines, these diesel engines, the harder you run them, the better they run, I think. If you let them idle a lot and kind of let them run at low RPMs, That's when that soot, if that's the correct word, builds up in your system. Then you have to regen and burn that stuff off. So my 574, I always run it in mid, the medium gear or whatever it is there, and you that way you kind of you drive it with the RPMs up more, but you're moving more hydraulic fluid through the hydrostatic transmission, which makes it work better in my opinion, and also keeps the RPMs up higher. And I used to run it in high, but it runs better in mid just due to the fact that your RPMs are up and you're constantly got the engine and it's hotter and it feels like it's burning that soot off at a better interval. Now that's my thinking on it. And oh, there's Carl. Well, my thinking's correct because my buddy Carl there, he knows more about TYMs than anybody on here, and or tractors altogether. Higher RPMs equals fewer regens. So that's how I've not even had to regen one time. And run it like you stole it. That's the words from the guy right there. It's Carl. He's the guy at TYM, and he knows his stuff. So I'm just glad to see that I'm right about what I'm telling you guys, because I thought I was right about it. So yeah, run those engines. Run those diesels like to work. They don't like to idle. Run them hard. My 574s at 125 hours, not even done one regen yet. They like to run. I lost a bunch of chats while I was explaining that. Okay, TYM Customs there. He's got a lot of knowledge as well about TYMs and tractors, so he's jumping in there as well. So yeah, just run them hard, guys, and you'll be better off. So, okay, there's Amanda Johnson. Thank you and your husband for watching. I appreciate it. It would be feasible to give a couple of videos on the business side of sawmilling industry. Seriously consider getting to deeper than just small benefit. Now, if you're interested, I do consulting on the side for people that's wanting to get into sawmilling. And if you are, you can send me an email, outofthewoodsforestry@gmail.com, and I'll talk to you about that. Because to do a video on that is just, most of my audience just likes to watch the sawmill run. They really don't care about the business part of it. But there's a very small part people out there I want to probably hear about that stuff. But yell at me and we will talk about that further. The new sawmill does have a regen. The other sawmill also had a regen. And my 40 regenerated a lot because I had a lot of idle time, because I was constantly putting it in idle to move these cameras around. So that right there was always not really a bad thing, but something I had to work through all the time was regenting on that thing. I just acted like it wouldn't happen and I kept sawing. But okay, how much does okay, the L200, John, my first initial run with the L200 cost me $125 on my power bill, and that was a 2-week drying period. And I'll be back in 1 second. 1 second, guys. Bruno, will you please stop hitting that? All right, guys. Bruno was down there hitting a bell or something. I don't know if it's coming through the camera or not here, guys. All right, so I think I'm caught up here. There's my buddy Joe down in Georgia. Good deal. All right. Good night there, Carolyn. Nice to see you there. Oh, nice to see you chatting on here with us tonight. She's been with us for a long time, guys. She's over in Europe. All right, let me refresh this screen again. Let me see here. A good beginner sawmill is a LT28, just to get your feet wet, or an LT35 if you can afford the hydraulics. But a good setup, guys, is a LT35 hydraulic sawmill and the tractor we have, which is the 574, because you get the hydrostatic transmission for moving logs around. You can't beat that for loader work. It's awesome. Then you have the hydraulics on the LT35. Price, I think a 35 was about $20,000. But I'll tell you guys, if you're not afraid to work and get out and get your hands dirty, a sawmill will pay for itself really fast, guys, because they're sought after as far as that goes. People call me all the time wanting sawmill work done. Never have trouble finding work. Green lumber, I do sometimes. If I get an overabundance of pine like I have right now, I got like 5,000 feet of pine here. I will do a few orders for people just to get rid of it, but normally no. Robert, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in the works here, Robert. I tell you, there's a lot going on here as far as future plans. And somebody asked me a while back on my what my goals are with my business and my future, and I am still trying to decide that. To be honest with you, got a lot of opportunities on not only on YouTube but through my sawmilling, and I'm still trying to work that out. Well, there is the Stony Ridge Farmer, guys. I've not seen you on my live videos before there, Stony Ridge. I'll tell you what I could use. I'll tell you what there, Stony Ridge. That's Josh over in Stony Ridge. He's a few hours from here. I'll tell you what, Josh, I need a post driver. Bring me a post driver for my tractor there, buddy. We'll call it good if you want to bring me a gift. But that's Josh there. You good people there. But if you want to see the big TYM tractor, Josh runs the 110 horse. I think it's 110 horse. It's over 100 horsepower. He runs the big TYM on his channel. He's also got an LT40 sawmill as well. We'll try to get him up to an LT50 or 70 one day. I'll give you a call there, Josh. I've been meaning to holler at you anyway, man. All right, there's Richard. There we go. 110 horse. He's got the big TYM. It's even got a buddy seat in it. 110 horsepower. That thing is a monster right there. Let me see here. Good deal. I'll give you a call there, Josh. I'll yell at you here before the end of the week. So, good deal. Understood there, Richard. Understood. All right. So I think I'm caught up now. So the lift capacity on that 1104, man, I think that's, I don't know if Carl's still here or not. I'm thinking it's maybe 4,000 pounds. Maybe. I could be wrong about that, but it seems like it's up there. All right, guys, there we go. Mike Morgan is here. And if you guys didn't know that, he's going to be at the Paul Bunyan show this weekend. He's coming to meet me. That's the only reason he's going. And he's actually got a chair at the Woodmiser booth right now in the front, so he can be the first one in there. So, Mike is going to be up there with us this weekend, guys. I'll be at the Woodmiser tent, and I think Mike will be at the Wolf Ridge Wood Splitters tent. So, Mike's it's going to be a pretty good deal for Mike Morgan this weekend, because he's been a follower of my channel for a long time, and he's pretty envious of me. I hope he don't get too nervous, and stutter when he meets me, because it's a pretty big deal for him. I hope he's going to be okay. But anyways, Mr. Morgan there is going to be at the Paul Bunyan show with us this weekend. Good deal. Well, man, Stony Ridge Farmer has thrown out the super chat. with his signature with his signature saying there, guys. So good deal. Go, like I said, go check out Stony Ridge there if you want to see the big boy work. He's got the 110 horse TYM on his channel. The Paul Bunyan show there, Josh, is in Cambridge, Ohio. It's about a 5 hour drive for me. For you, probably maybe 6 or 7. Cambridge, Ohio. If you look up Paul Bunyan show on Google, it'll come up. But you're come up there and see us this weekend. It ain't that far north there, but it's kind of on the line. Yeah, it's kind of on the line there. It's in Ohio. Of course, Mike's in Pennsylvania. He'll be driving down to it. All right, mounted a laser on the 35. The laser's awesome. If you can put a laser on your sawmill, man, it is awesome. I tell you what, you can't beat it. So, Josh, you and Mike, you should put lasers on your sawmills. Man, they're nice. 110. No, not a mountain. He does a lot. He's got like, I think he's got over 100 acres down there. He does a lot of hay production and reseeding fields. He does some major farming down there. That's why he needs such a big tractor. He runs a batwing mower. He's got a lot of stuff going on down there. Okay, let me see here. I air dry everything to at least 20% moisture content or less. 15 is better. Then it goes in the Nile kiln to finish it off. Everything gets air dried first. All right, so we got a decent amount of people watching tonight, and good deal. Yeah, those are some big mowers. I've seen those things on there. There ain't no doubt about that. So picked up a wide oak. All right, John, another big super chat there, man. I tell you what, that's the second $100 super chat of the night, guys. We got John there with the big super chat coming in. Man, I tell you what, you guys are just knocking it out of the park tonight on the super chats. This is awesome. Got the Northern Viking with the $100, the Matt Morgan, Chris, Ronnie. You got Josh in there. Now you got John with $99. Man, alive, I tell you what, you guys are awesome. All right. A lot of super chats tonight. Really appreciate that, John. Really appreciate that. Who's going to top John now, guys? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Really appreciate everybody doing these super chats, guys. Really appreciate it. Nice piece of cherry. If it's going to be wide, I would do 8/4 slabs. If it's like a 20-inch log, do 1 1/8. Cherry's a good seller. We have no problem selling cherry. It's a good seller. Well, good deal, Carl. Carl, I have recently, in the past few months, researched the loader capacities of all your tractors. So that's how I knew that right off. I was kind of studying up on some of them there. Live edge slabs, yeah, Josh. Do live edge slabs if it's going to be wide. And cherry does bring good money on live edge slabs. You'll have no trouble selling them. And if you want to kiln dry them, bring it up here. We'll put them in my kiln. You'll get even more money out of them. How's the barn coming along? It has come along good. We had to stop due to all the stuff going on here. We was without a sawmill for 3 months. I was kind of under the weather for about 3 weeks, and we had a lot going on here, and a lot of stuff got really behind. And then the new sawmill came. Now we got some shows coming up we're going to attend, so we're going to be back on the barn sooner than later because we got to get that finished. And I've got to build another building after that for other equipment. It never ends. Yeah, that 1104, I bet it would. That is a massive tractor right there. I tell you, that's a beast. I'll tell you what, we're having a good little chat here tonight, guys. Not 100 and some people watching, but a lot of good questions here. Good deal. I'll say thanks again to all these super chats, guys. I really appreciate that. That helps us out a lot here on the channel. Really appreciate that. Josh, you got a sawmill there, buddy. There's no reason you should be building a metal building, man. Go ahead and saw you up some lumber like I did and build your own. It may take longer, but you can always just video the process. Those metal buildings are high. Steel is high right now. No guitar tonight? Probably not. The Martin needs new strings. I'll tell you what. And so does the banjo and the mandolin. Everything needs new strings. I need to put new strings on everything. All right, Robert's out of here. Well, Josh, I don't know why you don't there, pal. That's not too. I understand. That's a big building. That's a big building. Okay. Have you ever tried anything other than a wood miser? I have not. No. I've been around other different sawmill brands, but I've never ran one, to be honest with you. Let me see. How long have we been going for here? I can't even tell on my side. 30 minutes. Not too bad. All right. Yeah, Lucas Mill. I got some friends who run Lucas Mills. I tell you why I stick with wood miser, guys. If you see all these other band sawmills, they all look like a wood miser. And wood miser started, I think, in 1981, and just about everybody kind of mirrored what wood miser was doing on that design. And they've got it down to, I mean, they got it down. Ain't no doubt about that. They know what they're doing. It's a good sawmill. And that 70 is ridiculous. My goodness, you guys haven't even seen that thing run wide open yet. It is so fast. So fast. My goodness. This is the third $100 super chat of the night. That's my good friend Barry right there, who wasn't late tonight. He usually pays a late fee. Buy new streams for everything. My goodness, you guys are awesome tonight. This is getting ridiculous here, man. This is awesome. Never had big super chats like this on a video before, man. You guys are awesome. Barry, thank you very much. You've been supporting me here for a long time. I really appreciate it. Man. Tell you what. The Northern Vikings started it, and everybody's kept on going. I tell you what, you guys are awesome. Really, really appreciate everybody supporting us here on this channel. It does mean a lot. Let's see here. The best way to conserve blades is to buy a resharpener. I have my own wood miser resharpener, man. And if you're going to be sawing a lot there, Josh, get yourself a resharpen. I need to call you, Josh, and see what kind of blades you're running. So I know what you should be running for wide open. I need to hear what you're running. Favorite blade right now. My favorite blade is a silver tip Turbo 7 055 thickness 1.5" blade. I get those from Joe. That's the best comment of the night. Bring it back down for us commenters. Poor old Hank right there. He usually puts super chats on here, and he's sitting there seeing all these $100 bills go up here, and he's thinking to himself, I'll only throw in 5. Well, ain't nothing wrong with that, Hank. I appreciate it there, buddy. That's funny. Bring it back down for us commenters. Hank is going to be in the area this weekend. I hope he comes by the Paul Bunyan show. But we'll see how his schedule goes. I'll get everybody up there. Home built mill off the skin. I have not seen that, Paul. I've not seen that. Where are we at here? I'll tell you what. We are at 43 minutes. And you guys are just killing it with the super chats tonight. There's my good friend Carl. I can top Hank. Oh, this has turned out to be one of the funnest little lives I've done in a long time. Okay. Yeah. Good old Carl. Oh, that's funny. You know, Hank is he's a Branson tractor man, and you know Carl's a TYM man, so TYM Customs with $5 and a penny. I'll tell you what. Josh is getting jealous. We got a bidding war going, and TYM is in the lead. And Project with Paul says, "Go Branson." Oh, this is funny. You guys are awesome tonight. I tell you what, this is funny right here. So, good deal. All right. So I'm caught up on the super chat questions. I'm trying to refresh my screen here to see if I missed anything. And I think I'm caught up now. It froze up again. I tell you what, here we go. There's some coming through now. If I can see them. Josh, I'll give you a call there. We'll talk blades. We'll talk blades soon there. The Viking there. Anyone for 502? But Stony Ridge Farmer there, guys. If you all want to see the 110 horsepower TYM, go check out his channel. He's done a lot of videos on that machine right there. It's an impressive tractor. So, you're right about that, Carl. No doubt about that. So we got some new stuff coming here, guys. I'll tell you all this. We got a new grapple that is coming for the tractor here in just a few weeks. And my good buddy Hank kind of helped me out with that over at Hamiltonville Farm. And I've also got a bush hog coming as well. That's going to be here sooner than later. We'll be running that on the 574. And this fall, we got a lot of projects here other than sawmilling to do. We got a lot of fencing to do and a lot of bush hogging. I've got about, I think we looked at 16 acres yesterday. We got a bush hog for my friend just down the road from here. So a lot of that coming up here pretty soon, guys. A lot of that going on. Hank, there's no doubt about that, man. That sawmill is extremely fast. I'm telling you what, it's fast. Fast sawmill. Stony Ridge Farmer has came in here and topped everybody. Make it rain. There's my buddy Jay Wolf. He's another TYM tractor owner. I'll tell you what. Stony Ridge Farmer there, guys. He is the super chat of the night. Go check out his channel, guys. He's got a lot of stuff going on there. Northern Viking. Northern Viking has been, let's see here. The Northern Viking says, "I have been beat." Thank you, Stony. Northern Viking, I wouldn't take that, buddy. I wouldn't let him beat you. I'd fight back if it was me. Oh, Barry, see you later there, buddy. Appreciate you watching tonight with us. This has turned into a pretty good time here. Tell you what. Mount Airy. I've drove through there. Never been there though. Never got out and looked at that area. I need to get down there and see him one day though. He's got some good stuff going on. The benefits to Patreon is you find out how much Well, Carl, you're right. But since I started doing these live videos upstairs, the cats kind of stay outside. But I will definitely keep that in mind on future videos and tell her I apologize for that. But she's not the only one that messes the felines as well. The Patreon benefits are you find out what I pay for the logs, you find out what the lumber brings that I'm selling, you find out what's going to go on the channel months before it happens. You also get the videos 24 hours before they go on YouTube without any monetization on them. And you have access to me as well if you have any questions. Let me see here. All right. Yeah, the Luma Acres guy, if I'm saying that right, he's also run the TYM up there. I've been watching him as well for a long time. He's got a good channel up there. I'll get this thing to update here again. Tell you what. All right, I think I'm caught up. I'll tell you, all right, let me see. I think I'm caught up now. All right, more super chats coming in, guys. All right, so we got Robert there with $10. Thank you very much there, Robert. Appreciate that. And got Caden's Outdoor Life. Goodness. Caden's Outdoor Life. You can see my screen here. Awesome channel. Learn a lot about my channel. Good deal. All right. I'm caught up here. All right, there's Joe Main hollering at us again. There's so much going on in this chat. I can't keep up with it all. Great light. Jay Wolf had to buy diesel today. There's my buddy Jay. He's been with us for a long time. Good guy there. How's your tractor running there, Jay? I'll talk to you about your tractor in a while. You're right about that, Dave. It's a good comment right there. You're exactly right about that, Dave. That's a good statement there on the 35. I mean, they've went up, and I bought my 35 in 2011. It was $18,999. Well, 19,000. I think it was about 19K. You know, can't touch it for that now. All right, TYN Customs going to visit Killinger. Yeah, Killinger's doing a live tonight. I talked to Killinger today, but I didn't tell him about this because it was spur of the moment. And he didn't tell me about his either. So good deal. Worst and best experience while running the mill. The worst when I was sawing an apple log and I hit probably 20 or so nails. I hit nails all day. It was awful. How long does it take on a 35? I think just about all sawmills right now at Wood-Mizer, your hydraulic mills, you're probably looking at over a year wait time on a brand new one due to this. I think the supply chain is the biggest problem. It's hard to get different parts and different stuff, you know. All right. I tell you what, guys, you all have been awesome tonight. This has been a fun time. I tell you what, I've had this much fun on a live in a long time. 48 minutes. What time is it? Almost 9 o'clock. A manual, a manual may be faster. I'm not sure about that, man. I do know that a diesel will probably be faster because I think Kohler is their production has really slowed down a lot due to the parts for their engines. I think Kohler engines are getting hard to find. So and honestly, I think the diesels you're better off with the diesel. It cuts better, it's got better torque, and it's got better resale value if you ever want to upgrade. Hard to beat a diesel. There's Jay Wolf there talking. Jay Wolf also has a 574 TYM. Picked up a white oak claw, 20-inch diameter, 18 long. That there's no doubt about that. Those tractors will pick up a lot of weight. I tell you what, I've not grabbed a log yet that I couldn't pick up with the 574. But I do have some logs here that are probably a little over the capacity for what they are rated for, though. I got a few oats here that weigh about 3 to 3,500 pounds, probably. 64-week lead time. I think it could be that. I don't know. Hopefully, these supply chains will eventually catch up. Carl covers ears. Inside joke right there. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. I'm gonna quit talking. Quit talking about that stuff. All right, guys. So let me see here. I think I've answered all the super chat questions there. And another reminder, a friendly reminder, I will be at the good old Paul Bunyan show Saturday and Sunday in Cambridge, Ohio this weekend. I'll be at the Woodmiser tent. Come by and see us. Okay. I was in that line of work for about 15 years. All right. There's Lumber Jill. A woman handle my logs at the mill. Well, there you go. That's one way to do it. She's been a long time supporter here on the channel for us as well. All right, guys. It's about 9 o'clock, and I think we're going to call it a night here. My main reason tonight was just to update you guys on what's going on and do another reminder about the Paul Bunyan show. But this little chat got out of hand in a hurry with Hank and Mike Morgan and Josh there, everybody jumping in here at different times. Got Carl here with us tonight. It's been a good time for us. Good deal. Let me see here. You too, Hank. I appreciate your help there, Hank. You know what I mean about that. So, good deal. All right, guys. We will see you on the next video. Probably, what is today? Probably Thursday. I'm going to be videoing the rest of the week until I leave Friday for Ohio. So, try to get some stuff out to you guys before I leave. And good deal. So if you're close to Ohio there, come out and see me there this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Look forward to seeing everybody who wants to come by and say hello. Should be for a good time there. Hopefully Woodmiser will have some sawmills with them this weekend, hopefully. Good deal. All right, guys. So everybody, thanks for watching. Real big thank you to all the super chats tonight. That was a new record on the super chats, guys. I tell you, it got out of hand there for a few minutes. And thanks to Carl from TYM for being here to answer any tractor questions or to correct me when I was wrong about something, which is pretty common around here. And Hank and everybody else. Everybody was here but Tony. Tony's Tractor Adventures was not here. Tony must be editing videos, I bet. He usually jumps in and says hello to us. So good deal. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see y'all sooner than later.